Good day, everyone. Welcome to our anatomical adventure. We are Group 1, and today we're going beyond the surface and into the inner workings of the kidney. From filtering toxins to forming urine, this organ does it all. Join us as we dissect a pig's kidney and uncover its secrets, exploring its major structures and tracing the incredible pathways of blood and urine. So, let's get started.
So, what does kidney do? The kidney's primary function is to filter the blood, remove toxins, waste products, and excess fluids, which are then converted into urine. The external anatomy of a pig's kidney reveals a reddish-brown, bean-shaped organ, which both convex and concave borders. There are three protective layers surrounding the kidney. The renal fascia, which in this case is not present, hold the kidney in place. The perirenal fat capsule, which cushions the kidney, and the fibrous capsule, which is smooth, listening, and composed of collagen and elastin. Next, we locate the renal artery, which carries the blood into the kidney, and the renal vein, where blood exists. The renal artery has a thicker wall compared to the renal vein.
Upon making a frontal section, we can see three main regions of the kidney. The outer region is the renal cortex, which houses blood vessels connected to the nephrons, the functional units of the kidney. These nephrons begin in the cortex but extend deep into the renal medulla. The medulla, a darker inner region, plays a crucial role in regulating the concentration of urine. It contains renal pyramids, which consist of collecting ducts that channel urine from the nephrons to the calyces, the cap-shaped cavities that direct urine into the renal pelvis. The renal columns, located between the pyramids, contain blood vessels that carry blood to and from the nephrons. Finally, the renal pelvis is a funnel-shaped tube that leads to the ureter. The pelvis extends into the calyces, which collect urine from the pyramids and drain it into the pelvis, where it flows into the ureter and eventually into the bladder.
Pathway of blood through kidney. Blood enters the kidney through the renal artery, branching into segmental arteries and then into interlobal arteries in the renal columns. These vessels reach the base of the renal pyramids, where they split into aqueous arteries and then further branch into interlobular arteries in the cortex. Blood is delivered to the glomeruli, where filtration occurs. From there, blood leads to the afferent arterioles and flow into peritubular capillaries, surrounding the proximal and distal convoluted tubules, and vasa recta, which supply the loop of Henle. The blood eventually returns via interlobular veins, then flows through the aqueous veins, passes into interlobular veins, and exits the kidney through the renal vein, returning to the systemic circulation via the inferior vena cava.
Urine is formed through three processes. 1. Glomerular filtration. Blood is filtered in the renal cortex, where water and small solute are forced through the glomerulus into Bowman's capsule, forming the filtrate. 2. Tubular absorption. As the filtrate moves through the proximal convoluted tubule, useful substances such as water, ions, and glucose are absorbed into the bloodstream. Most water absorption occurs here. 3. Tubular secretion. Additional waste product including hydrogen and potassium ions, creatinine, and drugs are secreted from the blood into the filtrate within the distal convoluted tubules and collecting ducts. The final urine flow from the collecting ducts into the renal pelvis, then through the ureter, and is stored in the bladder.
And that wraps up our journey inside the kidney. From blood infiltration to urine formation, we have seen how this tiny organ handles big responsibilities. Remember, the kidney is key to keeping our bodies balanced and healthy. Thanks for joining us on these dissection adventures. Stay curious, stay inspired, and keep exploring the wonders of the human body.